Hi, I'm Joshua Glawson here in Money Metals, and today I have one of our Money Metals Depository Specialists, Layken. She's going to be discussing some stories with us as to why it's so important to deal only with reputable precious metals dealers like Money Metals. So, Layken, thanks for being here. What do you have?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
So what I have here is an assortment of metals that were purchased by a man who he thought that he was investing not only in his future, but the future of his loved ones.
Where did he buy these from?
Online.
On various websites, not Money Metals.
Not Money Metals, so online auctions, different things like that. It was a very wide variety. All of them, happened to be auction sites. He thought he was doing the right thing for his family and his wife, and which in all perspective he was. He was investing in something that, is truly worth investing in. He just didn't realize how wrong he was and where he chose to purchase.
Wow. So these items here, are these are the items that were found after his death, after he passed on?
Correct. Yeah. So he passed, and his wife, who's a friend of mine, she had taken all the metals and she had gone and had them tested. She was going to sell them, and come to find out, every single item that he purchased, several $1 million, that is no joke, every single item was fake.
Wow.
And
wow.
She had reached out to me and told me the story, and here we are today. It's a solemn reminder of how important it is to buy from a reputable dealer and to read reviews and really do your research.
Absolutely. And sometimes it seems like you can't even really tell by the look of it if it's real or fake. I mean, especially if I was a beginner, right? Mm-hmm. If I didn't know, if I just inherited this coin collection from my grandfather or from my father, and I wasn't into coins, maybe I might think, oh yeah, this is amazing, I'm glad I have this, I'm going to sell it and it's going to be great, and I can pay for the funeral, or I can pay for whatever is needed. And then turns out it's just absolute garbage. It's just like what, steel, tungsten, things like that.
Yeah, different types of metal. And I've heard people say, working in the industry, that it's only certain things that are fakes, or it's mostly this. That's not true. And this is an example that it can be a very, very wide range of things.
Wow.
We have some that are actually have look like they come from a reputable company.
Wow, it looks like it comes from like an NGC.
NGC.
Yep, National Grading Coins.
Correct. Yeah, and so when people see these online, they think, oh, well, it's nationally graded. Like, this is a company that grades these coins, and it doesn't. It can be a very, very wide variety. So we have NGC there. We've got a couple from First Strike. Now again, these are not from the actual companies. These are fakes that people have printed themselves in their home basements, and got these forgeries, fakes, and put these labels on it.
Wow.
And this one is a PCB.
Wow.
And so these appear to be very real, and we have a whole case of the PCGSs that, these look nice if you compare front and back. If you were to see these online,
Morgans,
you're like, wow, these Morgans look good. Not being able to hold them in your hands sometimes is hard when you look at a computer screen.
Yeah.
Especially the online auctions, sometimes they'll take actual real photos of the items and put them on the auction sites, and then when you actually get your order, it's not that. It may look like it, but it's not actually what it was.
Right. And I guess it must be pretty difficult to fake some of these. So they're going to some great lengths in order to do that. And I guess they're selling them enough on these like websites, like you're saying, these auction sites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and it's like I had stated earlier, it's not just one specific company. They try and steal multiple companies' brands and logos and make these fakes. So here, for example, we've got some Silvertown fakes.
Wow, Silvertown, that's a big brand name.
It is a big brand name. And so these look real. They're shiny, they're pretty, they're clean, but they are not real.
Wow.
And so they you know, they don't care who the company is that they're making these forgeries. And it's, you know, it's just heartbreaking. And here we have these ones say fine German silver.
Yeah. Now I've heard the thing about fine German silver, that apparently it's like German silver doesn't mean there's actually silver in it at all. So this might be one way that some scammers get away with it by, you know, they put the stamp on there saying German silver, and they say, oh, German silver. And then beginners will say, oh, this is just an exquisite silver from Germany, as though it's like a BMW or a Mercedes-Benz or something. But in actuality, I mean, German silver is just a bunch of other metals, not even precious metals, just base metals.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Got some other examples here of those.
Wow.
You know, and it doesn't, size also doesn't matter. Here we've got some, these are 10-ounce silver bars. Here's two examples. You know, they even have serial numbers on. One of them has a serial number on it.
Oh my gosh, it does. It's probably one of somebody out there probably already has this one. You guys can give us a call or send us an email or comment below if this is yours, if you have the real one.
Yeah. So it's, size doesn't matter either. They'll fake them all if they can and try and, get a buck. Sometimes a good deal really is too good to be true.
Yeah.
It doesn't, and it's not just silver. We also have, assortment of gold here. We've got from, your Krugerrands.
Oh, this is the kangaroo, yeah.
Yep.
You get the, wow.
And you can even see on the Queen Elizabeth, and if you look at the back of this coin, look how they spelled pure. See if our viewers can see that.
Yeah, the French. Yeah.
So it's important to look at the coins, read what's on them. We have what looks like should be I think that's what is that in? Eagle. You look for spelling and things that shouldn't be right.
Yeah.
Different things like that. And sometimes you don't see any of those errors right away. There can be very, very good fakes.
Absolutely.
And some of these are very good. If we wouldn't have had the testers, some of our people here would have been like, everything looks right. They look like they should. But then you put them on that tester.
Wow.
And they don't test pure. They're the wrong size, the wrong weight, different things like that.
Wow. Yeah, and we do test them like with various products, the Sigma and other equipment, and if it shows fake, if you send in your metals, we do record that, so we're able to show pictures of what we test to verify with you that it's real or fake, and it's just sad, so sad to hear all these stories of widows who believe their retirement's set up for them, and their husbands or their loved one was legitimately there to try to help them build wealth or generational wealth, and then for it to all turn out to be fake, that's wasted money, wasted effort, and broken hearts, really. I guess that's really a great reason, like you said, on why it's important to deal with reputable dealers like Money Metals.
Yeah, it's very, very important, and I just can't stress enough that people really need to do your research, and even as a beginner, some simple Google searches can tell you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We have a sales team here that is more than happy to speak with people and advise them and help them in making good, honest purchases, even if it's not from us.
Mm-hmm.
If you have questions, call. We sell metal testers on our website, which if you're a beginner and you don't know what you're looking for and you don't know who's reputable and who's not, it's a great way to be able to test what you're buying and know, okay, well, I bought 2 coins from this company and they're all fake, or on this auction site, or wherever. And so it's important to do your due diligence and do your research so you don't end up wasting, all of this money and have a widow who thought that she was going to be taken care of for the remainder of her life to have nothing. Because this was their savings. This was his plan for her future for the rest of her life.
Wow. Well, that's definitely a touching story, and I'm sure there's plenty of other stories like that. If you had a story like this, please share it in the comments below, or write to us anytime. But if you want to shop with a reputable dealer and not put your family in such a situation as this, visit moneymetals.com or give us a call at 1-800-800-1865 and we'll have a specialist speak with you and help you. Again, this is just such an important lesson, and it's something that we hear constantly, almost weekly, I would say, is someone getting taken advantage of on the marketplace.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So make sure you're dealing with a reputable dealer out there like Money Metals. Moneymetals.com, 1-800-800-1865.